I'm Bethany Steck-Janacek, founder of LoveChard.com and the LoveChard community group on Facebook, and this is my weight loss story. I remember feeling ashamed about my body. I remember feeling guilty. I remember feeling fat and gross and overweight. And I remember feeling like I didn't know who I was. And the morning that I woke up and didn't want to feel that way anymore, I would do anything to not feel this way. It was a non-negotiable for me to feel this way anymore. That's the day that my life changed. And that was May 19th, 2013. On this day, I woke up and did not want to feel like I did anymore. And I wasn't just going to try, because trying in the past with all these fad diets, portion control, calorie counting, all this stuff, I gave that a try and it didn't work. One, because I was only trying, not really committed, but two, even if I was committed, those things aren't sustainable long term. And so it was not a wonder that I just ended up failing and gaining weight back and, continuing to live unhappy, unhealthy, overweight, actually morbidly obese until the day I woke up and didn't want to anymore. So when I woke up that day and wanted to change, I got started right away. I started to cut out the obvious foods, junk food, chips, candy, fast food, alcohol. I started to cut out those things and I increased my fruits and vegetables. I was still eating lean meats and fat-free dairy and things like that just because I hadn't been introduced to what now is my lifestyle. And I did drop weight at first. Obviously cutting out the unhealthful things and increasing fruits and vegetables is going to help. However, when I really found true success was when I discovered the whole food plant-based lifestyle about 2 months into my transition. And once I discovered this lifestyle, I realized that I did not have to restrict myself of any of the foods that I was eating. I could eat whole plant-based foods in abundance and be satisfied at every single meal and never go hungry. I was never, ever, ever hungry on this lifestyle. For the last 3.5 years, I've never been hungry. I've always been satisfied. And that's one thing that is different with this lifestyle than with any fad diet out there, that temporary, stuff. When you restrict yourself of calories and nutrients, your body is going to reach out and be hungry and want you to fuel it with the foods that it is meant to thrive on, which is whole plant-based foods. And so once I started feeding my body with that, my body was like, hell yeah, it's about time. Like, thank you. And I just kept doing it. I kept feeding myself. I kept, fueling my body, and the weight kept coming off. And I went on to lose over 80 pounds with the whole food plant-based lifestyle and have been keeping it off for the last, couple years. It was a breath of fresh air, to say the least. I don't know how else to describe it. When you feel so fresh and refreshing and rejuvenated and alive and abundant, all these things, it's really hard to not want to continue to live that way. And so I did. I just kept eating and fueling my body with foods that are designed to make our body thrive, which is whole plant-based foods. And doing that, I lost 80 pounds. Like, it just kept falling off. I was very active as well. I ran, I jogged, I did mud runs, I ran hills, I did weights. And, I kind of just did things that made me feel good. I didn't have necessarily a specific set for sure routine. I was just moving my body and feeding it in the way that it loved to be fed. So I saw all those results. My body was thanking me. My skin was clearing up. I had horrible, horrible acne my whole life. And what I found was that foods that are good for your skin are whole plant-based foods. And so when I got rid of all of the toxic crap, the refined stuff, the processed stuff, the animal products, and focused on whole plant-based foods, my skin cleared right up. Again, the weight kept falling off. My energy boosted. My sleep got better. My asthma and allergy symptoms are almost non-existent. The feelings that I had about myself, depression, anxiety, embarrassment, all that is near gone. And I'm actually learning to love myself. I'm learning who I am now, and I'm not afraid to show who that girl is, and to surround myself with things and people and food and activities that do my body, my life, my health, and my mental and emotional health good. And I would never have been in this position now, 80 pounds down, being a health and wellness coach now. I would never be in this spot if it weren't for the whole food plant-based lifestyle and making a decision to make a change and not just trying it out. Because trying something out doesn't have utter success attached to it. But when you make a decision to make a change, success is on the horizon. You just have to put in the work to get there. And that's what I did, and that's what I continue to do, and that's what my clients continue to do. And it's just so rewarding to feel like you can just eat in abundance and live in abundance and feel abundant every single day. I know when I was on diets before, I felt restricted. I felt hungry. I thought I was going to blow away because I didn't have enough calories in my body. You know, portioning out Chips Ahoy into little snack packs and things like that. It was always negative, and it always felt like forced, and I always felt like I was punishing myself for being big or for being overweight. Like, I got myself in this situation, and so now I have to not eat. Now I have to count calories. Like, this is what you deserve, Bethany. Like, that's what I thought at first, and my whole life, you know, I felt that way. And the whole food plant-based lifestyle is the total opposite feeling of that. You get to feed yourself in abundance and live in abundance and have no deprivation and have no feelings of, you know, starving or hunger or pain or anything like that. Like, you can just feed yourself and your body with what it wants and what it needs at the time it needs it. And living this way is something that I will forever be in debt for, be forever grateful for, discovering this lifestyle, because it gave me my life back, it gave me my health back, and it gave me a reason to live. And now I eat to live. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe down below, and also request to join our complimentary Facebook group, the Love Chard Community.